artist of this tremendous sculpture, Mr. Darren Jones.
Thank you very much. I'd like to first thank you, Estevan. I'm here today to dedicate my newest piece, which I like to call Forever in the Clouds. This was conceived about 2.5 years ago whenever I was working on the Estevan Soldiers Tree. And of course, Lester Heinzman never gave me a break and told me another story. Okay. I want to thank the people that helped me make this real and bring it to life. It's unbelievable how everything fell together. Of course, I want to thank the Air Force for lining up these pictures. The one thing that I am a little concerned with is I'm short four photographs. So on the sculpture, there's 4 blank faces. Of course, I've left that open so that whenever we do find these fellows, that I will put them in and put them with the rest of their comrades. Once again, I want to thank you very much, Estevan, for being so supportive of my art and, of course, the vision. I'd just like to say that in closing, I'd just like to read a little something for you. Oh, thank you. Over the skies of Europe, we fought a fight. Through the sorrows of war, we never lost sight. To come back home to those we love, to the back of our minds, fear we shoved. Then one day, peace was declared. Through it all, our lives were spared. In Canada's bosom, once again safe at peace. Then on September, our lives were ceased.
Thank you, Darren Jones. Next, we'd like to hear from Colonel Dennis O'Reilly.
Thank you, everyone, for helping us memorialize these 21 individuals. Chief Warrant Officer John Hall and I are honored to be here today. We just came from a Battle of Britain ceremony where, over the period of 3 months, 23 Canadians fighting with the RCF from July to October lost their lives in the Battle of Britain. And it really puts this into perspective when you think in one day we lost 21 good men. It puts it into perspective. I look at it from the perspective of a soldier returning from war, and I look at it as a brother, a son, and a father. So firstly, as a serving member, having been away for 6 to 7 months on deployment, I've been back and I've realized how much you miss your family. Just imagine from 1940 to 1946 coming back, reunited with your family, with your children, all the hope and the future you have ahead of you to establish yourself, your family, build a house, start a new career, get to know your kids better, get to know your wife, and to have it all removed suddenly on September 15th, 1946. So they paid the ultimate sacrifice. Even though they didn't get the glory of war and medals, they died just the same. I think even more importantly about the families. Behind every military person are families. There's daughters, sons, spouses, parents, brothers and sisters who are just as happy to see their members return home, only to have the hopes of a future with them dashed suddenly on one fateful day. I think about the families. I hope they're here, or at least some of them in the future. We can bring them back to pay homage to the sacrifice that they made as well. And I'd just like to end with a quote from Winston Churchill. And even though he applied it to the Battle of Britain, it's very apt to what we're memorializing today. And he said, "Never in the history of conflict has so much been owed by so many to so few." So these 21 men paid the ultimate sacrifice so we can be here today to enjoy this great weather. And let's not forget them. Boys, we will remember you. Thank you.
100 meters. Again, this is all part of our dedication ceremony. I'd like to thank the folks for a very moving dedication service. And now, folks, we're going to turn to the music.
Listen for the weeping, the crying in the wind. They're picking up the pieces, bearing scars of what has been. And the breeze, it never lies to make sense of it all. Trying to fit in, to forget and amend. I hear them weeping, I hear them crying, in the name of country, in the name of God. For themselves, but the living that are left to bear the ugliness of war, and trying to forget, and trying to fit in, and the horrors of what they did. They paid the price for freedom, the price no respect. I hear them weeping, I hear them crying, in the name of country, in the name of God. The cries of the young, the cries of the old, to bear the burden, and to do what you're told. I hear them weeping, I hear them crying, in the name of country, in the name of God.